This is State Farm agent Jason Hardy coming to you today with Mitchell Polk, the El Dorado quarterback, for being named the Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. Mitchell, congratulations for being named Player of the Week. First of all, just tell me how that feels for your coaches to honor you with Player of the Week.
It feels great. Coming off a big win. I mean, we played a real good ball game at Greene County Tech, and we got Benton this week, and even after this last week, I mean, we got to play even better this week. I mean, we're gonna have a tough game, but it feels great.
All right. Well, good. Well, congratulations again. Congratulations on the win. Tough road win. That's a tough road trip. Was 4.5 hours up there to get ready to play. Talk a little bit about that. That's a long trip. That's a long bus ride, and then get off the bus and get ready to play. How does that work as far as getting your body warmed up, getting off the bus, and just getting ready to play a game?
Well, ride up there went by. For me, it went by fairly quick. We went and stopped at Harding, and we ate and did walkthroughs at Harding, and we drove the rest of the way from Harding to Paragould. But the ride up there, I mean, I think nobody was really goofing off on the way up there. Everybody was kind of focused, and for the most part. But the ride back was a completely different story.
Well, after a win, it's got to be, right?
Oh, yeah. The ride back, tire blew out on the defense bus.
Oh, man. That is a different story then.
Yeah. So we didn't get home till early that morning, but it was a long trip, but I mean, it's one to remember. Okay. All
right. Well, yeah, you definitely got a memory there for sure. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about the game. Coach gave me some stats: 11 for 21, 168 yards through the air. You were responsible for 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. That's a great night. Talk to me a little bit about the rushing. Your quarterback, passing touchdowns, but now you're in the end zone twice rushing. Were those designed run plays for you, or did you make a decision that you had to run? Tell me a little bit about those.
Well, one was almost a busted play, and I just kind of picked up a snap and ran with it.
Okay.
And I got in, but
just like you drew it up, right?
Yeah. The other one was just a read on the end, and I pulled it. And Cannon Jacobs did a good job running off the corner, and the linebackers bit on the run, and it was just wide open. So that was another one. I mean, last year I didn't run the ball just a whole lot, and I got in team camp and ran the ball some. And he asked me, he was like, "Dang, you look fast in that one play." I was like, "Coach, sometimes I run fast and sometimes I don't." But
So what makes the difference?
I don't know.
Depends on who's chasing you.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, that's great. Talk to me a little bit about, now you started playoff game last year as a freshman. You're sophomore this year, starting quarterback. There's leadership that comes as a given with being the quarterback of a team. Any challenges with doing that as a sophomore?
As of last year was a little bit tough. You're a freshman playing with guys 3 years older than you. I mean, last year it was different. This year, I mean, I felt like I've already got to know the guys sort of from last year, and I mean, a lot of times I don't really feel like a sophomore, if that makes sense.
No, that's good.
I mean, so I think I fit in pretty well with being a sophomore and all that.
All right. Congratulations, Coach Hill. Let me get you to jump in here and let you speak to that leadership a little bit that you're seeing from your sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, we met during the summer. We meet every Monday morning with the quarterbacks, and playing quarterback is not. A lot of times it's really not fair because you get too much credit when things go good, kind of like a coach, and you get too much blame when things go bad. But the leadership role, I think, when kids are looking for a leader, they look for guys who who walk the walk, who guys that put the time in, guys that beyond a shadow of a doubt you can count on. Those guys going to be leaders, and we've seen them that leaders that speak a lot, and we've seen leaders that don't hardly talk at all. because it's kind of like, preacher, I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day, so, I'd rather see a leader than hear one any day. And I think our guys understand that Mitchell and Carey, some other guys have put their time in, overtime in. And when you have that, then guys like that are a lot easier to follow than guys that hit and miss. I think Mitchell had the second most workouts during the summer. Did not miss a day that I recall. Does not miss a day of practice. Comes in early on Monday mornings and for quarterback meetings. But his actions allow the other kids to follow him.
Excellent. Actions speak louder than words. So it sounds like you've learned that lesson early. So that's fantastic. So let me ask you this question a little bit about Mitchell Polk off the field. Tell me something you like to do. What do you like to do when you're not playing football?
I hang out with my buddies, and when I'm not playing sports, I like to, between football and baseball season, I like to duck hunt and stuff like that. And during baseball season, I like to turkey hunt and stuff like that. But mostly just on weekends, I just hang out with my buddies or just do whatever.
Okay. All right, cool. So another multi-sport athlete. I think we've seen that as a little bit of a trend here. Talk to me a little bit about that. Now, with football and baseball, obviously, that one's fall, one's spring, so it's not quite as hard. But you do have to be prepared for a couple of different sports, plus keep your classwork in line. Talk to me about the challenges of balancing everything like that.
Being a quarterback and playing baseball, for me, the throwing motions always tend to mess me up just a little bit. Like football, throwing motions are a little bit different than baseball's.
Right.
Coming out of a catcher's position, you're throwing down to second base, and a quarterback, you're standing in the pocket and throwing wherever. But it always takes me a little time to adjust going from baseball to football and football to baseball. It's just a little bit of a challenge. It takes a while to adjust to it, but after a little bit, when it's football season, it's football season. When it's baseball, it's baseball.
There you go. All right, and you do have to keep that classwork up. I know.
Yes,
I know. Mom and Dad are going to make sure that has to happen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, again, let me say congratulations to Mitchell Polk for being named the Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. Getting ready for Benton Friday night. And I know you, like Coach says, you've got some preparation to do. So tell me what that looks like, preparation week, and not necessarily just for this game, but every week. What's that preparation week look like for you outside of, obviously you've got football practice at school, but outside of that, what's that prep week look like for you?
Well, I try to limit distractions of after school activities during the week and stuff. And Coach Borowski tells us, in order to win Friday, you have to win Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you just kind of want to focus on Friday before Friday gets there, and that really works for me.
All right, excellent. Love to hear it. Appreciate you joining us today, Coach Hill. Thank you, sir, for being here. And again, congratulations, Mitchell Polk, for being named Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. Great job.